Talked about those showers we had out there a little bit earlier here this morning. We'll get back to radar, but here's what to expect over the next few days. We do want to talk about that. Now, today, any coverage that we see will be very limited because of that strong cap, that warm layer of air aloft that really limits the thunderstorms from getting fired up. So it will be isolated in nature with those storms, but any storm that's able to develop will likely be severe. And we're talking about wind and hail being the main concerns, but also that isolated tornado threat is there with those very isolated storms today. Now, on Tuesday, tomorrow, an increase in coverage with the thunderstorms. We are talking about the severe weather threat increasing as well, damaging winds 60+ miles per hour, larger hail, very large hail. In fact, as you see, it could be upwards of a tennis ball size. So we are talking about some very large hail potentially tomorrow and a higher risk for a few tornadoes as well on Tuesday. Wednesday, a little bit different story. We'll have the cold front moving in early in the day, probably during the morning hours. That's going to shift the severe weather threat farther east. But as we head toward the morning hours, maybe around the morning commute, we could still see some thunderstorms developing near around the metroplex, but pushing east as we go through the morning. So I think any storms that we will see will be before midday on Wednesday, but still that the hail and wind threat will be there with those. All right, going back to radar right now, here's what we have seen. Some showers and storms moving through the area here, moved across the metroplex over the past couple of hours. Some small hail associated with these, so some rumbles of thunder, but all that moving out toward I-30, moving east of the area. So as we go through the rest of today, looking at that day planner, only about a 20% coverage with those showers and storms heading out to the ballpark around first pitch, going to be in the upper 80s, but maybe some isolated storms, but coverage only about 20% through this evening. Taking you out to DFW right now, 77. No delays being reported, but the planes lining up a little bit out there on the tarmac. 74. Those winds still a bit gusty out of the south, 23 miles per hour at Love Field. A warm, humid 74 there. So we'll have those lower 70s now, even some upper 70s. Look at Arlington up to 77 along with Grand Prairie. Those highs today will top out in the upper 80s, maybe some low 90s, but there's the dry line that will be the focus for those thunderstorms a little bit later today. Satellite radar composite had those low clouds around here this morning. You see those showers getting into our eastern counties and the isolated thunderstorms. That cap may break a little bit later today. Any storm that's able to break through that, again, will be severe, but you see the coverage is going to be limited today. And those push off to the east as we head into the evening, so it should be quiet overnight. But then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, as that dry line begins to surge back to the east, we'll see thunderstorms firing up along it. Coverage will be greater tomorrow as those move into the metroplex late in the afternoon and evening. That severe weather potential increasing as well. That's around 7 p.m. as we head into a Wednesday evening. And then here comes the cold front that I mentioned as we get into a Wednesday morning. Around 7 a.m. we may begin to see some showers and thunderstorms developing once again, maybe just east of the metroplex with that hail and wind threat continuing. And then all that sweeps to the east as we head into the evening hours or afternoon hours there on Wednesday. Those winds will come around out of the northwest. So we do have that slight risk for severe storms today, with the hail and wind threat being the main concerns. That isolated tornado risk is there as well. An enhanced risk for those severe storms as we get into tomorrow. And then you see that all begins to shift a little farther east with that hail and wind threat early on Wednesday. So here's that 10-day forecast, around 90 degrees today. And then by Wednesday afternoon, things should start to settle down a little bit. So getting into Easter weekend, there will be another slight chance for a few showers and thunderstorms there on Saturday. And then Easter Sunday looking good, but it will be warm with partly to mostly sunny skies.